What's up, everybody? This is Clint from the Diehard MMA Podcast for Odds.com. Make sure you check out UFC Vegas 21, the podcast. Click the link below. Head on over to Odds.com. Check it out. We broke it all down with my boy Gianni, the Greek. We got some really good stuff this week. Hit the link. Hit the like. Good luck on all your action. You have a great week. Next up, we got a women's strawweight fight, man. We got Gloria de Paula taking on Jinh Yu Frey. And this is one where I'm so tempted, Gianni. So Gloria's only got 6 fights. She's 4-2, and that's my big problem. Jinh Yu Frey is 9-6, but she's out of that prime window. She's up at 35 years old. She's taking on a young, hot fighter. And Gloria, she's got this really tall Muay Thai stance, heavy on her feet. She fights very long, extremely physical. And unless I'm mistaken, she's dating Mayra Silva, another female fighter that's really hot, up and coming here in the UFC. And she trains with her side by side every day. That's just the right place to be. You know what I mean? You're going to be filling those holes in your game and improving every single time we see you. And she looked great on the Dana White Contender Series. She's going to have a 2-inch reach advantage here. She's the younger fighter. She's explosive. Now, Jinh Yu Frey, this girl is extremely physically powerful, just raw strength. She bullies her opponents around the cage, and if she can't overpower you, that's when she shuts down. That's when she loses. And that's a spot here where the one time we saw Paula have some trouble was when someone got in her face, took her down, and put her on the back foot. So I'm really leaning to the younger Gloria de Paula here, but she's a -170 favorite. You've got Jinh Yu Frey as a +150 underdog. As much as I hate to say it, I'm a dog guy. I like to hunt the value with the underdogs. I feel like this is a favorite or pass spot, but I don't know if I want to lay -170 with this big step up in competition. What's your read on this one?
I had the privilege of covering the Contender Series, of getting to be there for those shows and have given a bet during it. So I handicapped the fighters, and she was one of them that I bet on the show. And she won for me. Her skill set was just so above her opponent in the Contender Series. Now, she doesn't have much experience, like you said, 4-2. And more importantly, though, those wins pre-UFC Contender Series were against opponents with a combined 6-5 record. 4 opponents, average of less than 3 fights each, one fight over 500. So it wasn't against stellar competition. That's the negative. The positive is 10 years younger. It's hard to overcome that. I mean, when you have that kind of age gap, you have to have so much support for the other side, the older fighter, to back it. I don't know if the price is right. The negative with backing Gloria here is it opened 125, -125. And the break even at -125 is what, 56%. Now at -170, it's 63%. So you lost about 7% margin right there. For you to like the Gloria de Paula side now, you got to conclude she wins this fight 70% of the time. So if you thought this fight should have been close to -300 or so, 250, why not bet it when it opened? Unfortunately, the limits are low at that -125. So
Absolutely.
Most of the you can't even really get involved for real
smoked.
money. Exactly. It didn't come out to like 165 or so. And from here, we haven't seen much movement. I think it's going to keep moving. And I think if you like the favorite, you got to get on her now. Personally, I want to bet that side. I just, because the age, for me, that age is enough, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And having seen her on the Contender Series and her Muay Thai, the camp she comes out of, again, we don't have enough in 6 pro fights and the opponent she's faced to say the data supports she should be a -200 favorite against this opponent. Because again, sure, she's 0-2 in the UFC. She was a dog in both those fights. The market expected her to lose those 2 fights. And more importantly, she has double the professional, the fights of experience too. You got to factor that in. So, I mean, for Gloria to be a -200 favorite, again, I don't know if I could say that's plus EV. That she wins, 7 out of 10. So I think that's the right side, but I can't bet it. Maybe add it to parlays because, again, it's a parlays we was playing last time or negative EV. So what's the difference anyway? I don't think she loses this fight. You know what I mean? It's going to be tough unless Jinh Yu Frey could take her down over and over and over, and is that her style? You know, like that's where the weakness is, right? Standing, I don't think she's going to beat her.
That's my problem. That's my problem.
That's what the data shows. Again, I don't want the data tells me the only way the dog wins is if she takes her down repeatedly and controls her.
Exactly.
And I don't see that, so I can't back it. I wish I saw it somewhere. I just haven't seen it.
I'm with you there, Gianni. So, you know, for the sake of a pick, saying I think Gloria de Paula wins this fight.
Paula, yeah.
But I can't bet it at minus 170. I just don't think I can get there. I'm going to wait and see how they face off at the weigh-ins. You know, we had Jinh Yu Frey finally switched camps, which is a move that I always think is a good one. You get a new set of, you know, training partners. You get a new coach. People analyze your skill set and kind of take you back to square one. She's over at Fortis MMA, which is a good gym with a good head coach. You know, if she comes out on point grappling, she can pull this upset. So I'm not going to risk my money here, but I think Gloria de Paula probably wins this thing via dominant striking decision.
I can't disagree. I can't disagree at all.
There we go. All right.